Hey, welcome to Transformers Tuesday. We're going to take a look at the Defender version 01 series of Transformers. I'm building each one per Tuesday. Well, technically I'm building them on a Saturday, a nice Saturday afternoon, but I'm going to present them one per Tuesday because there's people that have already got down to this, so there's no use in trying to compete with them. I'm just going to give my perspective to it. All right, so we get a bag right here. Everything's in that bag except for the instructions. The booklet you get, I've already went over this several times. Okay, so we're getting this guy right here. And what I've just learned is that the vehicles have those little points and they fit with the bigger guys perfectly. So that gives me some clever things to think about. You know, I do have the Constructicon guys that have the same color, and of course, as everything from this series. So, that gives me some ideas for options here. But let's go ahead and look at this guy right now. Since he is a Constructicon, he is my favorite of the Constructicons. When I was a kid, I only got one Constructicon every week with my $5 allowance, and then they ended up disappearing before I could finish the entire series. I got 4 out of the 6 figures. They were $5 each at Repco, $4.99. I still have the cards somewhere, which is kind of interesting. That held on that long. Now put the bag to the side in case you might need to fish something out you left in it. All right, so first thing when I get the instructions, what I like to do is to look and see if there's any insignias or anything that differentiates the parts that you will use the left and right arms. The hands, of course, are different. The feet, from what I can tell, they look the same. And the upper thighs, so everything's the same, so we won't have to worry about that too much. Now, when you build the legs, it's pretty plain, so I'm guaranteeing that that's going to be the same on both sides. See? If you're not convinced even then, pick it up, turn it around, look at it all around. All right. Now, the interesting thing about the Constructicons are they are the ones that don't have an eyepiece for some weird reason. I'm not sure why. Okay, this one's very different for several reasons. I'm going to go ahead and take the chest and the backpack. And let's see. It is very different too. I was thinking some of them have 2 holes on them and you can universally swap them out. Like I found out I could put Thundercracker's wings on Ultra Magnus, which I thought was really cool. I guess the reason I like Scavenger so much is he's got that little monkey tail. Okay, so there is a certain way to put these on. You can see the little indentation right there, so you must make sure you put it, and I would put it straight into it. There. That way it has less stress on the plastic. All right, and now here's the bucket, because it's a backhoe. But it looks like a little monkey tail, that's what I've always thought. But like mine, you can bring it down here too. Well, you know, the original G1 figure. So there's no little piece to put on and then stick it into the head. It's just the head. All right, for his waistline, or his pelvis area, it's purple. This is the back because it says copyright Hasbro. So the front has no paint on it. It's a ball joint, but you don't get too much ball joint out of it. It's more of a swivel. And of course, his head is also kind of the same. It's a ball joint. You get a little bit of ball joint, but a whole lot of swivel. All right, his upper thighs are purple. So just start with whatever side you want to, because the pieces for the thighs, the lower legs, and make sure you're careful pushing them. I think my fingers are getting sore from doing so many of these one day. And my voice is definitely getting sore. Doing too many videos at one time. They're all the same. It's just the way you turn the upper thigh. Make sure you turn it to the direction. You can always turn around if you need to. Once you get the ball joint in, it swivels. And the feet, of course, there's a toe piece that goes out. Okay. Forgot to get my drink out. That's probably one of the reasons. All right. What is that? There's a little piece of something in there. Smoosh. All right, for the arms, just be careful when you're pushing it in to hold the pieces firmly. Don't let them just fly across the room because you're pushing them too hard. Yeah, my voice is about to go. All right, that arm goes on. Look how much range you get out of that arm. Okay, unlike the other arms, there's no extra piece on here for the shoulder. Okay, so ball joint goes in, or ball socket goes in, I should say. and the arm right there, like that. So he's got his little monkey tail. He can wipe his own butt. He's got a little gun right there. He say hello to my little friend. He's got a lot of little ball joints and everything. Now I need to do a culminating video at the end of these with all of the figures. Now here's his buddy from series 2, Bone Crusher. They both have heads that are very different from all the other figures. They don't have an inside eyepiece. They have painted on eyes. I'm not quite sure why that is. It's also interesting that he's got purple pants on, he's got green pants on. But that's because, you know, in the toy, this is his, well, I thought in the toy that his legs were these two. All right, hold on. So here's the actual arm of Devastator, which is him. So if you take a look at the parts and pieces, from my memory, like where this is the head flips out from up here. You pull these down to become his legs and flip up his head and his arms pop out. That's what I remember. It's been a while since I've actually played with mine. If I still have mine. And for him, I've never had him, but this is the Bone Crusher vehicle. So these definitely like arms. I've played with it before. I mean, I maybe I said the wrong thing. I didn't never have him. I didn't have him as a kid. So I think you fold this back, these fold out his arms. And I think the legs are also purple on him, but I don't remember that much. Like I had this when I was younger and I played with it a lot. I had this when I was older and it came with like a 6-pack knockoff set. The one that I have, like the G1. So that's why I don't remember too much about it. I didn't play with it as much. When remember back when you were a kid and you had more time to play with stuff, it seems like. Now that you're an adult, it's like, nah, not as much. So yeah, on the ball joints for these, it's the same as the actual ball joints for here. And of course, this joint right here is smaller. So I was thinking, like, you know, even though I can't afford that $70 set to complete Constructicons, plus I still need to get Series 2 and Series 3, I could make a pretty good one right here. Look, here's his arm. Okay. That's a ball joint. You can clearly see that's a ball joint peg. Okay. And then I'm using just that part. Now I don't know, I gotta go back and watch that video again that the guy made. But I don't know if there is a $70 set. It used to be like $15 until Hasbro said, well, no. All right, so there we go. That's my version of Devastator. Unfortunately, I can't cooperate to get this in here somehow. Like this is of course, the upper body part of Devastator. But we got that much. All right, so here's my little spy monkey. He's a monkey. All right, and there's Scrapper, my favorite of the Constructicons. And what do you guys think? Which one's your favorite Constructicon? I like how you can hold on with his little monkey tail. All right, thanks for watching. Have a terrific Transformer Tuesday while I go get some water.